ఎస్. ఒకసారి మనము సిలబస్ చూస్తే మీకు టోటల్ టీజీటీ, పీజీటీ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ఈజ్ టోటల్ 10 యూనిట్స్ ఉన్నాయి మనకి టోటల్లీ. సో దాంట్లో చూస్తే జామెట్రీ పార్ట్ ఆల్రెడీ మీరు చూస్తున్నారు. మెయిన్ థింగ్ వచ్చేసి ఇక్కడ ప్లేన్ జామెట్రీ. Plane geometry is the first we have to study this one. Plane geometry. Plane geometry లో సో ప్లేన్ జామెట్రీ మనకి ఫస్ట్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ టాపిక్ అండ్ హిస్టరీ అండ్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఉంది ప్లేన్ జామెట్రీలో. హిస్టరీ అండ్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ 1 year ఇంట్రడక్షన్. సో దీంట్లో ఏముంటుంది, వాట్ ఇస్ ద హిస్టరీ ఆఫ్ ప్లేన్ జామెట్రీ అండ్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్, యాంగిల్స్, లైన్స్ అండ్ ట్రాన్స్వర్సల్ లైన్ అండ్ ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఇంటీరియర్ యాంగిల్స్, ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఎక్స్టీరియర్ యాంగిల్స్, సమ్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఉంటుంది దీంట్లో. అండ్ సెకండ్ వన్ వచ్చేసి పాలిగాన్స్. పాలిగాన్స్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద పాలిగాన్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద రెగ్యులర్ పాలిగాన్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద concave polygon, convex polygon, sum of interior angles, sum of exterior angle, each interior angle, each exterior angle, and number of diagonals. So this is the polygon. And third one వచ్చేసి triangles. Triangles is the next chapter here. So triangles, total triangles up to from 6th class, 7th class to up to intermediate standard లో బేసిక్ ప్లేన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో ట్రయాంగిల్స్ లో మీరు స్టడీ చేయండి. నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి క్వాడ్రిలేటరల్స్. క్వాడ్రిలేటరల్స్ ఈజ్ నెక్స్ట్ చాప్టర్ ఇన్ ప్లేన్ జామెట్రీ. క్వాడ్రిలేటరల్స్ లో మొత్తం 7 టైప్స్ క్వాడ్రిలేటరల్స్ ఉంటాయి. వీటి యొక్క ప్రాపర్టీస్ కావచ్చు, టోటల్ వాటి యొక్క సంబంధించిన థీరమ్స్ కావచ్చు. ఇక్కడ మీరు క్వాడ్రిలేట్స్ మొత్తం ఒక దగ్గర చూసుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ చాప్టర్ ఈజ్ సర్కిల్స్. సో ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ వి డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ ప్లేన్ జామెట్రీ. సో సర్కిల్స్ కి సంబంధించిన కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఏముంటాయి అవన్నీ చూస్తాము. నెక్స్ట్ చాప్టర్ వచ్చేసి ఇయర్ symmetry. Symmetry is the another chapter in plane geometry. So these are the subtopics in plane geometry. These are total 1 unit. Now the plane geometry or geometry is divided into 2 parts. First part is here mensuration. Mensuration. So this is a total 1 unit. And coordinate geometry or analytical geometry. Analytical geometry. So analytical geometry. So these are the 2 branches of plane geometry or geometry. Here mensuration, there are 2 chapters. There are 2 chapters. One chapter is that is 2 dimensions, 2 dimension figures or plane figures. Here we have to find perimeter and areas of plane figures or 2 dimensional figures. Approximately there are 22 to 25 plane figures. We have studied about these 22-25 figures, perimeter, what are the areas, what are the applications. We are studying this mensuration. And after 3-dimensional figures. So 3-dimensional figures means here just prism and pyramid and cone, cylinder, cuboid, like. So even 3D figures ఉంటాయి. వీటిలలో we have studied about lateral surface area or oblique curved surface area and total surface area and volumes. So all plane 3-dimensional figures we have studied these 3 properties: lateral surface area, total surface area, volume. So this is the 3-dimensional. So this is the 1 unit. This is the 1 unit mensuration. And this is the plane geometry is the 1 unit. And analytical geometry, this is the big track. This is yes. So here analytical geometry is the big branch of plane geometry. So this is total 2 units we have. 6th and 7th units are the analytical geometry. So this already you are studying analytical geometry. So this is the introduction part. This is the one complete unit in analytical geometry. So introduction is complete 1 unit. So total properties. And after locus and transformation of axis and straight lines straight lines, and pair of straight lines, pair of straight lines, and three-dimensional geometry in this DCs and DRs. DCs and DRs. Yes, DCs and DRs. So this is the one chapter. After this, circles, circles, and system of circles, system of circles. And after conic section, there is a only one word in your syllabus. So conic section, only one word given in your syllabus. So conic section means here parabola, parabola, and ellipse, ellipse, and hyperbola, hyperbola. So these are the conic section. Actually, conic section means here. So parabola is conic section, ellipse is the conic section, and hyperbola is conic section. Circle is also conic section, and pair of straight line is also conic section. Okay, cone need different angles. So if we cut here, then we get these five forms. So that is, but in the introduction is a complete one unit, and you may concentrate on straight lines is the big chapter. So concentrate this chapter, and circles is the one important chapter. సో టోటల్లీ త్రీ డైమెన్షనల్ టోటల్ ఈ కోఆర్డినేట్ జామెట్రీలో ఎక్కువ మన క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చేసి స్ట్రేట్ లైన్స్ లో నుంచి ఇస్తున్నారు అండ్ సర్కిల్స్ లో నుంచి ఇస్తున్నారు. బట్ అలా అని చెప్పేసి రిమైనింగ్ వాటిని కూడా కొంచెం ఫోకస్ చేయండి. త్రీ డైమెన్షనల్స్ లో జస్ట్ లైక్ డిసిస్ అండ్ డిఆర్స్ అండ్ సిస్టమ్ ఆఫ్ సర్కిల్స్ లో యాంగిల్ బిట్వీన్ ద సర్కిల్స్ అండ్ కామన్ కార్డ్. సో జస్ట్ లైక్ కానిక్ సెక్షన్ లో వాట్ ఈస్ ద కానిక్ సెక్షన్ అండ్ just like SP by PM, the locus of P, SP by PM is equal to E, less than 1, is equal to 1, greater than 1, just locus. So వీటి మీద వాటి మినిమం ఈక్వేషన్స్ మీద మీరు ఫోకస్ చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేయండి. టోటల్ దిస్ జామెట్రీ ఈజ్ 4 units, means 40% of total syllabus. If you are concentrate this plane geometry and mensuration and analytical geometry, so 17 లో దాదాపు 66 questions only from this geometry out of 150. 150 ఉన్నప్పుడు టోటల్ 66 to 67 క్వశ్చన్స్ వరకు ఓన్లీ జామెట్రీ నుంచి వచ్చినాయి. సో వాడు అకార్డింగ్ టు బ్లూ ప్రింట్ ప్రకారంగా వాడు క్వశ్చన్ కనుక పేపర్ ఇస్తే, సో యూ మే గెట్ 40 మార్క్స్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ ఓన్లీ జామెట్రీ. So one topic is related to another topics. If we learn plane geometry, that is very useful in mensuration. That is very useful in analytical geometry also. సో ప్రతిదీ మీకు సార్స్ చెప్తున్నట్టుగా ఈ ఏవైతే కాన్సెప్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్ ఉందో ఆ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్ కనుక నేర్చుకుంటే వీ గెట్ వెరీ సింపుల్ దిస్ అనలైటికల్ జామెట్రీ విల్ ఆల్సో. సో సార్ నాకు చెప్పారు మెన్సురేషన్ చెప్పండి అని అన్నారు. సో మెన్సురేషన్ గురించి మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తే, సో దెర్ ఆర్ 2 parts. One is 2-dimensional figures and another is 3-dimensional figures. So in this 2-dimensional figure, we studied about perimeter and areas. So first we discussed about 2-dimensional figures. Now here actually mensuration is the word. Mensuration, mensuration is the word, is the word. It is a Greek word. It is a Greek word, derived from Greek word. What is the means here? Measurement, measurement, measured. So mensuration means measured. It is the Greek word. So mensuration is a branch of mathematics which deals with perimeter and areas. So which deals with, ఇప్పుడే మనం డిస్కస్ చేసాం. So perimeter, perimeter and areas, areas and surface areas and volumes, which deals with this one. So here surface areas, volumes and solids by using geometrical theorems. By using geometrical theorems. Geometrical theorems. geometrical theorems. Yes, it is the applied mathematics. Actually, pure mass is plane geometry and mensuration is applied mass. So applied mathematics this is. And we apply the concepts. So this is the applied mathematics. Now in this mensuration we use here standard measurements. Standard measurements are standard measurements are meters. Meters. So generally, one dimension we use meters, and two dimensions we use meter square, and three dimensions we use meter cube. So one dimension ki meter use just some standard units. Two dimension figures ki meter square, and three dimension ki meter cube we use. So here relation is now. There is a relation here. Meter and decimeter and centimeter and millimeter, and meter ki ఇటువైపు వస్తే decameter and hectometer and kilometer. Here, if this is the 1 0 0 0 0 0 0, now centimeter కావాలనుకోండి 1 centimeter is equal to 1 పక్కన 0 10 millimeters. Now for example 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeters. Now 1 meter equal to here 1 this 0 100 centimeters. Now 1 meter equal to how many millimeters? 1 meter is equal to 100 millimeters. For example, 1 kilometer is equal to how many hectometers? 1 kilometer is equal to 10 hectometers. Now 1 hectometer equal to 1 hectometer is equal to how many meters? 100 meters. 1 hectometer is called 100 meters. So ఈ విధంగా మీరు ఈ ఒక్క ఫ్రేమ్ తో దీంతోటి ఏది కావాలంటే అది we can frame this. So kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meters, decimeter, centimeter, millimeter. So ఎక్కడ మీరు కట్ చేస్తే 1 kilometer కావాలంటే so 10 hectometers. 1 hectometer equal to 10 decameter. 1 hectometer is equal to 100 meters. 1 decameter is equal to 10 meters. 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. సో ఈ విధంగా ఈ ఒక్కటి నుంచి మనకు కావాల్సిన అన్ని ఫ్రేమ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. జనరల్లీ వి యూజ్ హెక్టామీటర్ 100 మీటర్. స్క్వేర్ హెక్టామీటర్ ఉంది అనుకోండి 1 స్క్వేర్ హెక్టామీటర్ స్క్వేర్ ఉంది అనుకోండి 100 into 100 meter square, that is equal 10,000 square meters. Sorry, yes, 10,000 4 zeros. So 1 hectometer square equal to 10,000 square meters. So generally we use this units. So this is about the units. Now, so here two-dimensional figure ki first formulas is the most important one. Formulas వచ్చేస్తే మనకి ప్రాబ్లం చేయడం చాలా ఈజీ. నౌ ఫార్ములాస్ చేసే కంటే ముందు ఇక్కడ ఒక స్మాల్ టేబుల్ కనుక మీరు ఫ్రేమ్ చేసుకుంటే సీరియల్ నెంబర్ అండ్ ఇయర్ నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫిగర్ నేమ్ ఏంటి అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి ఇక్కడ ఫిగర్ ఏంటి దాంట్లో నామినిక్లేచర్ అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి పెరిమీటర్ and next area and other information ఏదైనా ఉంటే సో ఈ విధంగా దీన్ని తీసుకోవచ్చు మీరు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సీరియల్ నెంబర్ 1 తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి. ట్రయాంగిల్, ట్రయాంగిల్, triangle. Here figure. So triangle is, this is the triangle. So this is the side, this is the side, this is the side. 3 sides. This is height. This is the height. Now nomenclature lo A comma B comma C are the 3 sides of the triangle. And H is the height. H is the height of the triangle. Now perimeter. For any plane figure, perimeter is sum of all sides. That is A plus B plus C. So for any plane figure, sum of all sides is called perimeter. Now area. Area for a triangle is delta is equal of into base into height. So for any triangle, so area of triangle is half into base into height, or delta is equal square root of s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. So s into s minus a, s minus c is where s is equal, a plus b plus c by 2, a plus b plus c by 2. This is so ఈ విధంగా మీరు అన్ని ప్లేన్ ఫిగర్స్ దాదాపు 20 ఫిగర్స్ కి ప్రతి ఫార్ములా మనం ఒక్కొక్కటి రాయకుండా ఒక టేబుల్ మాదిరిగా మీరు ఇలా చేస్తున్నారు అనుకోండి, ప్లాన్ చేసుకుంటే. సెకండ్ వన్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ రైట్ యాంగిల్ ట్రయాంగిల్, right angle triangle. Now, this is the right angle triangle. This is the A, this is the B, this is the hypotenuse D. This is the right angle triangle. Now, nomenclature lo, here A comma B are sides are called legs. Sides are legs of the right angle triangle. Here D is called hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Now, here perimeter. For any plane figure, perimeter is sum of all edges. A, B, D. A plus B plus D. And area of the triangle, delta is equal half into base is B into A, or delta is equal, we can say half of AB, or product of 2 sides. And here other information lo, there is a formula d square is equal a square plus b square. So Pythagoras theorem. So d square is equal to a square plus b square. Hypotenuse square equals sum of squares of 2 sides. So this is about right angle triangle. And next one. Here third one is so right isosceles triangle. Right isosceles triangle. So this is a right isosceles triangle. These two are the equal sides. This is the A, this is the A, this is the hypotenuse D. So A is the equal side. A is the equal side. And D is the hypotenuse. D is the hypotenuse. Now, perimeter is 2A plus D. 2A plus D. And here area is delta is equal half into base is A, height is also A. That is A into A square. And here other information is D is equal to root 2A. In isosceles triangle, the hypotenuse is root 2 times 2 its equal side. Then A is equal D by root 2. Then the area of the triangle, right isosceles triangle, delta is equal d by root 2 half into d by root 2 whole square. Then delta is equal d square by 4. Now, if the diagonal hypotenuse is given, d square by 4. If side is given, delta is equal half a square. If diagonal is given, d square by 4. So this is for isosceles triangle. And next one. Next, fourth one. So isosceles triangle. So this is the isosceles triangle. Two sides are equal, then it is called isosceles triangle. These two sides are the equal. So let it be some A. This is the A. So this is the B. So if we draw a high altitude from vertex to opposite side, then it divides the opposite side into two parts. If this is totally B, this is B by 2. So this is called height, H. Now A is the equal side, and H is the height. H is the height. How we can find H? This is a right angle triangle. So this is the hypotenuse. This is the one side. Now H is equal square root of a square minus b by 2 whole square. That is b square by 4. Then H is equal 1 by 2 square root of 4a square minus b square. So this is the height of the isosceles triangle. Now perimeter is simply this is 2a plus b, and area is the important one. Area delta is equal half into base into height. Now this delta is equal half into base into what is the height here? 1 by 2 4a square minus b square. 1 by 2 square root of 4a square. This is a 4a square minus b square. That is totally we get delta is equal b by 4 square root of 4a square minus b square. So if formula గుర్తుంచుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, డైరెక్ట్ we can do this type of problem. So a is the equal side, b is the opposite side base, then we can find h, then h is equal to half of 4a square minus b square, then delta is equal to half into base into height. Problem is direct చేసాం, but this is the formula. Formula తోటి మనకి ఏం యూజ్ లేదు. నెక్స్ట్ అనదర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ వన్. సో దీంట్లో ఇంపార్టెంట్ వన్ ట్రయాంగిల్స్ లో ఏంటంటే ఈక్విలేటరల్ ట్రయాంగిల్. సో ఈక్విలేటరల్ ట్రయాంగిల్ ఈస్ అ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ వన్. Equilateral triangle. So if all sides of a triangle are equal, then it is called an equilateral triangle. So this is the side, this is the side, this is the side are equal. If this is the A, this is the A, this is the A. So this is the height, this is the H. So this is the A by 2. A is the equal side or side of the equilateral triangle. H is equal, we can find square root of a square minus a square by 4. Then h is equal to 4a square minus a square 3a square by 4. That is root 3 by 2a. This is a very important one. In an equilateral triangle, height is root 3 by 2 times 2 its side. Now perimeter is also very important. Perimeter of the equilateral triangle is 3a. And area of the triangle delta is equal half into base. So base is here total A. This is the totally base A. A into what is the height? Root 3 by 2 into A. So then we get delta is equal root 3 by 4A square. So this is the area of the equilateral triangle. Root 3 by 4. This is root 3 by 4 A square. So here another information here H is equal to root 3 by 2A. Now A is equal to H by root 3. Now if side is given, then the area of equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 A square. But when H is given, delta is equal root 3 by 4. What is the A? 2H by root 3. 2H by root 3 into 2H by root 3. Now, 2, 2, 4, 4 will be cancelled. 1 root 3, 1 root 3 will be cancelled. Then what we get here? Delta is equal h square by root 3. So, this is the area of an equilateral triangle when height is given. Here h square, this is h square. So, delta is equal h square by root 3 when height is given. And root 3 by 4 a square when side is given. So this is the area of an equilateral triangle. So మీరు areas problem చేసేటప్పుడు this is one most important one. So this is about triangles. So we discussed about these 5 types of triangles. So one is a scalene triangle, one is a scalene triangle. Yes. So scalene triangle and right angle triangle, right angle triangle, and right isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle. సో ఈ ట్రయాంగిల్స్ లో ఈ 5 కనుక మనం నేర్చుకుంటే ఏ ప్రాబ్లమ్ మనం ట్రై చేసేయచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి క్వాడ్రిలేటరల్స్ లకు వస్తే నెక్స్ట్ 6th వన్ రెక్టాంగిల్ రెక్టాంగిల్ rectangle. So this is the rectangle, this is the length, this is the breadth, okay, this is the breadth, this is the diagonal, this is the diagonal. Here nomenclature lo length, L is a length, L is a length, and B is the breadth, and D is the diagonal. D is the diagonal. Next, perimeter of the rectangle is here. This is L. This is also L. This is the B. This is the B. Totally 2L. 2L plus 2B. Then perimeter is equal to 2 of L plus B. L plus B. Now area. Area is here generally in a rectangle. In a rectangle, diagonal divides into 2 equal triangles in area. So what is the area of this triangle? Half into LB. Then this area will also half into LB. Now totally we get area is equal half LB, half LB, totally LB. That is area is equal length into breadth, length into breadth. So this is the area of rectangle. Now, so another information here, other information low, D is equal, D square equal to L square plus B square. L square plus B square. Sometimes maybe diagonal is given, L is given, but find the B. So use this D square is equal L square plus B square. So this is the rectangle. Next one. నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి స్క్వేర్.
ఓకేనా సార్?
సార్ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది దీంట్లో.
అచ్చా, మీ కెమెరా
సంథింగ్ ఏదో ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది.
ఓకే. ఇది ఏమొచ్చింది సార్? షేరింగ్ వేరేది వచ్చిందా?
సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫిగర్ హియర్, స్క్వేర్. This is the side A. All sides are equal. Then the quadrant is called square. This is the diagonal. This is the diagonal. And here nomenclature lo A is the side. A is the side. And D. This is the called D, diagonal. So D is the diagonal. D is the diagonal. Now here perimeter. Perimeter is equal sum of all sides. That is 4A. And area is this is the half into A square. This is will also half into A square. Totally we get A square. So that is area of square equal to side square. So if side is given, then the area of square is side square. Now here the relation between B and A is root 2A. In a square, diagonal is root 2 times to its side. Then we get A is equal D by root 2. Now area is D by root 2 whole square. Then area is equal D square by 2. If side is given, side square. If diagonal is given, diagonal square by 2. This is the area of a square. Now, eighth one, rhombus. Rhombus. Now, all sides are equal, diagonals are not equal, and diagonals are bisecting, perpendicularly bisect each other. So this is the one diagonal, and this is the another diagonal. So all sides are equal. All sides are equal. A. Now this is the D1. This is the D1. This is the D2. Now A is the side of the rhombus, and here D1 comma D2 are diagonals of rhombus. Diagonals. Now, what is the perimeter of the rhombus here? P is equal 4A. This will also 4A. Now, area is the important one. What is the area of an rhombus? That is, here, property of rhombus is in rhombus, two diagonals divides the rhombus into four congruent triangles. Each area will same. Now, if this is a total D1, this is the D1 by 2. If this is a D2, this is the D2 by 2. Now, one triangle area is delta is equal half into base D2 by 2 into D1 by 2. So, this is the area of one triangle, right angle triangle. So, elan triangles totally how many here? 4. So, that is 4 into half into D1 by 2 into D2 by 2. That is 1, 4, 2, 2 will be cancelled. Then area of rhombus is half into D1 into D2. So this is the area of rhombus. Here there is a important relation between these two diagonals and this side. That is sum of all squares of rhombus is equal to sum of squares of two diagonals. That is 4A square equal to D1 square plus D2 square. Yes. D2 square. This is how we get here from, let this a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Then this from right angle triangle, we can say A square is equal D1 by 2 whole square plus D2 by 2 whole square. Then this A square equal to D1 square by 4 plus D2 square by 4. Then we get this result. 4A square equal D1 square plus D2 square. Sum of all squares equal to side squares equal to sum of two diagonal square. That is 4A square equal D1 square D2 square. So we use this relation to do the problems in rhombus. This is a very important one. Next one. Ninth one. Parallelogram. Parallelogram. In a quadrilateral, two faces of opposite sides are parallel, then it is called parallelogram. So if this is the A, this is the A, or this is the B, this is the B, and this is the A, this is the A. So this is the corresponding height. This is the height. Now, nomenclature lo, here A comma B are parallel sides. B is the one side and A is the another side. Here H is height of the parallelogram. Height of the parallelogram. Now, for this parallelogram, against perimeter is B plus B. 2B, A plus A is 2 of A plus B. This is the perimeter. Now, area is in a parallelogram, diagonal divides the parallelogram into two equal triangles in area. So now what is the area of this triangle? Off into base into, this is the height. If this is off into base into height, then this will also off into base into height. Now add these two. Then we get area of parallelogram is equal B into H. That is area is equal base into corresponding height. Base by this height. So this is the area of the parallelogram. Now, here also there is a big formula. It's called parallelogram. Sum of all sides squares. That is A square plus A square plus B square plus B square is equal to D1 square plus D2 square. If diagonals are D1 square, D2 square, then this is a 2 of A square plus B square is equal to D1 square plus D2 square. This is a very important one. So here area is equal to another formula is there. This is if this is the angle between the two adjacent sides. If this is the angle between any two adjacent sides is theta, then this is actually area of this triangle in properties of triangle is half into AB into sin theta actually. So area of triangle when the two sides are given and between angle is given, then the area of triangle is half AB sin theta. If this is half AB sin theta, this will also half AB sin theta. Then we get totally AB sin theta. When two adjacent sides given and between angle is given, then area of parallelogram will be AB sin theta. This will also very important one. So base into height is the one general formula and AB sin theta. The relation between all sides of a parallelogram and two diagonals is 2 of A square plus B square is equal to D1 square plus D2 square. This is also known as parallelogram law. Parallelogram law. Yes. Next one. Tenth one. Trapezium. 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 In a quadrilateral, one pair of sides are parallel. Any one pair of sides are parallel, then it is called trapezium. Trapezium. So this is the pair. These two are parallel. Then it is called trapezium. These are the non-parallel sides. These are non-parallel sides. So if this is the A, this is the B. And distance between parallel sides. Distance between parallel sides is D. Now, here A comma B are sides. Parallel sides are sides. And D is distance between D is a distance between parallel sides. D is a distance between parallel sides. Now, to find area, so here perimeter is a immaterial for a trapezium. If the non-parallel sides is given, then we can find the perimeter. But here only two sides are given. So in this trapezium, perimeter is immaterial here. So here we have to find the area of this trapezium. So if we draw a diagonal, then this knot divides the trapezium into two equal parts. This and this are not same. So how we can find area of this trapezium? So now area of this trapezium is half into base B into, so this distance is equal to height of this triangle. Then that is D. And this is the area of this triangle. Now, what is the area of this triangle? Again, half into here. మీరు ఇక్కడ ఉండి కనుక ఆలోచిస్తే this is the base. Here, this is the base. A into, now, this will also height of this triangle also. That is D. Now, half into D will be common. Then we get A plus B. So, this area of trapezium is equal half into D of A plus B. This is the area of trapezium. Here A comma B are the parallel sides. D is the distance between parallel sides. Next, quadrilateral. So 11th one. 11th one is a quadrilateral. Importance ఆధారంగా మనం తీసుకున్నాం ఒక్కొక్కటి quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Now, this is the quadrilateral. So, the closed plane figure bounded by any four line segment is called a quadrilateral. So, this is the one diagonal. This is the one diagonal. So, this is the one perpendicular drawn to the diagonal. This is the another perpendicular drawn to the diagonal. If the diagonal is one diagonal is D and two altitudes drawn to the diagonal are H1 and H2, then so here D is the one diagonal, D is the one diagonal, and H1 comma H2 are the altitudes. Altitudes are altitudes here drawn to the D. Now, here perimeter also again immaterial. Perimeter find out cheyadam chance ledu. If we given these four sides, then we can find perimeter. Now, area is the important one. Area is equal, area of this quadrilateral equal to, area of this triangle is again same, half into, this will be the base. For this triangle, this will be the base. That is D into, this is the height, H1. Similarly, for this triangle, half into D into H2. If we add these two, then we get the area of quadrilateral. That is again half into D into H1 plus H2. This is the area of quadrilateral. Yes. So this is the half into D into H1 plus H2. But here trapezium area will also half into D into A plus B. Here D is a distance between parallel sides. Here D is one diagonal of the quadrilateral. One diagonal of the quadrilateral. So these are the quadrilaterals. So మన triangles ఒక 5 చూసాం. ఇవి ఒక 6. Now. Next వచ్చేసి circle. Circle. Okay. Next 12th one వచ్చేసి circle. So this is the figure here. In a plane, the locus of the points from a fixed point at a constant distance is called, this is a circle, this is the center, this is the radius. Here nomenclature only we have R, that is the radius, and the chord passing through the center is called the diameter. D is equal to 2R, and perimeter of the circle is called the circumference. Perimeter of the circle is called circumference. Generally, it is denoted by C, and this is equal to pi R. Now, C is equal pi into these two are taken as D, then pi D. Now, C is equal to pi D. Circumference of the circle is called pi into D. So, here C by D is equal to pi. So, this is always constant. The ratio between the circumference and the diameter of a circle is always constant. That is pi. For any circle, for any circle, for any circle,
ఏమున్నాయి వాళ్ళు
always
మనం మనం కూడా
constant.
మన దగ్గర వచ్చినప్పుడు చెప్తాం ఫీల్డ్ వర్క్ నేను రాసుకుంటాను.
Yes. Yes. C by D is a pi. So this is the circumference or perimeter of the circle. Now here area of the circle is so pi r square. Pi r square. If we take this is the circle ni మనం ఇలా డివైడ్ చేసేస్తే సెక్టార్స్ గా డివైడ్ చేసామనుకోండి. These are the sectors. Now arrange the all sectors. This is ఇలా arrange చేస్తే when we get a rectangle, we get a rectangle. Actually, this total length is 2 pi r. Then this is the pi r, and this will also pi r. Now this radius is r. It is the shape of a rectangle. So what is the area of rectangle? Length into breadth. That is, we get pi r square. So area of the circle is A is equal to pi r square, or A is equal to pi into r means here d by 2. D by 2 whole square. That is, area is equal to pi d square by 4. So if r is radius is given, then area is equal to pi r square. If diameter is given, area is equal to pi d square by 4. So next one here, the other information here, pi is equal to C by D. So circumference ki diameter ki ratio, this ratio will always constant. This is pi. This is taken as 22 by 7, or approximate 3.142 something dash dash. Yes, pi is 22 by 7, that is 3.14. So for this pi value is 3.14 dash dash. So this is the March, this is the 14th. March 14th was pi day. Pi day.
Friday.
That
Friday.
day also Einstein birthday. Einstein birthday. Pi is an irrational number. Pi is an irrational number. Actually, అందరికి 22 by 7 p by q form లో కనిపిస్తుంది, but it is approximated value. So it is an irrational value. Pi is an irrational number. So this is the circle. Next one is semicircle. Semicircle. So this is the semicircle. This is the radius. This is also radius. Now, here perimeter is the most important one. This perimeter or circumference of the semicircle C is equal. This is the pi r. So this is totally 2 pi r. Half of this one is pi r plus this will r 2r. That C is equal 22 by 7 or plus 2r. Then C is equal 22r plus 14r by 7. Then we get 36 by 7r. So this is the perimeter of the semicircle. And area of semicircle is which is occupied half of the what the circle is occupied. So that is area is equal half into pi r square. Pi r square. So this is the semicircle. This is the perimeter 36 by 7 r square, and area is the half of the pi r square. Next. Next one. Here, sector. Sector. So sector. So it is a part of circle bounded by 2 radii and 1 arc. This is called sector. This is the radius. This is the radius. The length of this arc is denoted by generally L. Now, the arc subtended an angle at the center is taken as some theta. This is a theta. So here, nomenclature lo R is radius. R is radius. L is length of arc. Length of arc. Theta is angle subtended by arc at the center. So now, so what is the perimeter of this sector is perimeter is equal to, this is the L plus this is the R, this is the R, totally 2R. This is the perimeter of the sector. Next, so here, what is the area of this sector is, if this is the circle, if this is the total circle, this the total arc subtend an angle 360. For 360 degrees, the area of circle is pi r square. Now, for 1 degree, it will be pi r square by 360 for 1 degree. Now, yes, for 1 degree, pi r square by 360. Here for theta degrees, what is the area of this one? For theta degrees, we can say theta into pi r square by 360. For this reason, we can say area of the sector A is equal theta by 360 into pi r square. So this is the area of sector. The arc subtended an angle at the center is theta. That is theta by 360 pi r square. Now, what is the length of this arc? This length of arc L is for the total circle. For this total circle, this length is 2 pi r. For 360 degrees, the length of circle is 2 pi r. Now, for 1 degree, it will be 2 pi r by 360. For 1 degree 2 pi r by 360, then theta degrees it is theta into 2 pi r by 360. So for this reason, we can say length of arc L is equals theta by 360 into 2 pi r. So this is the important one. So here other information lo ikkada manam length of arc is equal here L is equal theta by 360 into 2 pi r. So this is the L. If theta by 360 2 pi r is L, then area can be written as here theta by 360 into half into 2 pi r into r. Then 2 will be cancelled. Then theta by 360 pi r square we get. But దీన్ని ఇలా మనం రాసేయచ్చు. Now area is equal half into this theta by 360 into 2 pi r can be written as L into R. So area is equal half into LR, also the formula for area of the sector. So A is equal to half into LR and L is equal to theta by 360 into 2 pi r and area is equal to theta by 360 into pi r square. Here L is equal to this 2 pi is a radians actually. If it convert into degrees, 2 pi 360 will also cancel. Then we get theta r. For this reason, we can say L is equal to r theta. L is equal to r theta. Trigonometry use చేస్తున్నాం. L is equal to r theta also we can say. L is equal to theta by 360 to 2 pi r or L is equal to r theta. Here area is theta by 360 pi r square. Or A is equal to half into LR. So this is the area of sector.
ఇంటరాక్ట్ కండి సార్ తోటి ఏమన్నా ఉంటే డౌట్స్ ఉంటే క్లారిఫై చేసుకోండి.
Yes, sir. Close చేద్దామా?
నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఎవరైనా ఇక్కడ మధ్యలో ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నా ఇంటరాక్ట్ కండి అంటున్నాను. ఓకే సార్, కంటిన్యూ సార్.
ఓకే. ఇవ్వండి వాళ్ళకి ఇంటరాక్ట్ కమ్మని ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉంటాడు.
అప్పుడప్పుడు ఎక్కడ ఉన్నా కూడా మాట్లాడండి, నో ప్రాబ్లం. మానస గారు,
ఎనీవన్?
మానస కెన్ యూ ఇంటరాక్ట్? ఓకే సార్, లాస్ట్ లో చూద్దాం సార్.
సార్
ఓకే సార్, కంటిన్యూ సార్, లాస్ట్ లో చూద్దాం అంటున్నారు.
Okay. Now, so next year, polygon. General ఏది polygon తీసుకుంటే దాని యొక్క ఏరియా how we can say regular polygon. For example, hexagon తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి. Hexagon. 6 sides are equal, then it is called hexagon. This is the hexagon. So these are the sides. All sides are equal, then it is called regular hexagon. So here A is the side. And what is the perimeter of this hexagon is 6A. 6 sides is 6A. And what is the area of this hexagon? Area is equal, if we divide this is into 6 equal equilateral triangles. So 6 into root 3 by 4 A square. This is the area of hexagon. Or there is a big formula. Area is equal NA square by 4 cot 180 by N. So we apply for any regular polygon of n sides. NA square by 4 cot 180 by N. If we take N is equal to 4, it is a square. That is A square by 4 cot 180 by 4 cot 45. That is 1. So then what we get? A square. So we apply n is equal to 3. It is an equilateral triangle. Then we get root 3 by 4 A square. So this is a very useful for our regular polygon. NA square by 4 cot 180 by N. So దీనికి కూడా regular polygon can we also apply this formula. NA square by 4 cot 180 by N. Next, there are here, for example, regular octagon మనం అప్లై చేసాం అనుకుందాం. Regular octagon కి అప్లై చేస్తే there are n sides, 8 sides. 8 sides. A is the side. Perimeter is 8A. Area is equal, here n means 8. A square. by 4 cot 180 by 180 by here 180 by cot 180 by n means 8 here. Yes. Now area is equal 4 1 are 4 2s. That is 2a square cot 180 by 8. N means here. Here this is a 22 and half. 180 by n. 180 by 40 or 4 is 45. That is 22 and half. Now what is the cot 22 and half? 2a square of cot 22 and half is root 2 plus 1. So now this is the area of octagon. So ఈ విధంగా మనం అన్నిటికీ అప్లై చేసుకోవచ్చు. Hexagon or pentagon or octagon or square or equilateral triangle. So this is one. And next pathways. Now here. Next here, ring, annulus. How we can find area of annulus? Now, so next one is ring, area of ring. So this is the figure. So there are two concentric circles. There are two concentric circles. Yes. So there are two concentric circles. This is the one circle. This is the center. This is the another circle. So this is called ring or annulus. So there are two circles. One radius is small r, another radius is capital R. Then here small r comma capital R are the radii, and here perimeter ki importance ledu. Now what is the area of this annulus? This area is equal outer area minus inner area. That is outer area is pi r square minus 5 small r square. That area is equals pi of capital R square minus small r square. This area is equal to pi of, this is a capital R plus small r into capital R minus small r. Here, capital R minus small r is taken as the width of the path. Then area is equal to pi of capital R plus small r into width. So this is the area of ring or area of annulus. Now, pathways outside the rectangle. Pathways outside the rectangle. Now, if this is the rectangle, outside, if this is the length is L, breadth is B, outside path is W. This is the W. Now we have to find this area. Now area is equal outer area minus inner area. That is if this is the L plus 2W. So if this is the L, this will W and this will W. So outer length is L plus 2W. If this is the B, outer breadth is B plus 2W. Now L plus 2W into B plus 2W, this is the area of outer rectangle, minus inner area is L into B. Then if we simplify this, area is equal to 2W of L plus B plus 2W. So this is the area of this pathways. If outside is the, yes, next. So this is a pathway outside the rectangle. If the internal pathways unte ela untundi. Yes. Yes, pathways inside. Pathways inside అంటే ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేయొచ్చు? If this is a rectangle, this length is L, this width is B. So inside, this is the rectangle. So this is the pathway W, width of the path. Now this is the L minus 2W and this will be B minus 2W. Then area is L into B minus L minus 2W into B minus 2W. Now, if we simplify this, 2W of L plus B minus 2W. So, this is the area of the pathways inside of the rectangle. Outside we take plus 2W and inside we take minus 2W. So, this is a common 2W of L plus B plus 2W. This is 2W of L plus B minus 2W. So, these are the pathways. If there are the two paths parallel to length and breadth. And so this is the rectangle. If this is the rectangle, this will be L, this is the B. So this is the path. This is the path. And this is the another path parallel to breadth. So now what is the area of these two paths? These two paths. And area is equal. Area of this path is length is L, this width is W. Then we get LW plus area of this path is breadth. This is the B and this is the W. Now BW, but this will cover 2 times. So ఈ మధ్యలో ఉన్నది 2 times వస్తుంది కాబట్టి ఒకసారి తీసేయాలి. It is the shape of the square, that is minus W square. Then we get area of the pathways parallel to length and breadth is W of L plus B minus 2W. సో ఈ విధంగా టోటల్ ఫార్ములాస్ ఫస్ట్ మనం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకుంటే సో తర్వాత 1 by 1 వీటి మీద మనం ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ని 1 by 1 తీసుకొని ట్రయాంగిల్స్, క్వాడ్రిలేటరల్స్, సర్కిల్స్, పాత్వేస్ అన్ని వరుసగా చేసుకుంటూ పోతే మనకి దీని మీద క్వశ్చన్స్ తక్కువనే వస్తున్నాయి, 1 or 2 క్వశ్చన్. బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ యూస్ఫుల్ ఇన్ 3-dimensional ఫిగర్స్. 3-dimensional ఫిగర్స్ కి ప్రాబ్లమ్ చేయాలంటే ఇవన్నీ వస్తేనే మనం మళ్ళీ 3 dimensions లో చేసేయచ్చు. సో ఆల్మోస్ట్ మీ ప్రీవియస్ పేపర్ చూస్తే 2 + 8 ఆర్ 3 + 7 ఈ విధంగా టోటల్ 10 క్వశ్చన్స్ వస్తున్నాయి. 2 or 3 questions from 2 dimensions and 7 or 8 questions 3 dimensions దాంట్లో నుంచి వస్తుంది. కాబట్టి ఈ 2 dimensions ఫిగర్స్ లేకుండా 3 dimensions లకు వెళ్ళలేము. కాబట్టి ఫస్ట్ ఈ ఫార్ములాస్ అన్ని వీటి మీద కొన్ని ఇంపార్టెంట్ అప్లికేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఆ అప్లికేషన్స్ అన్ని కనుక మనం కవర్ చేస్తే సో నెక్స్ట్ మనం 3-dimension ఫిగర్ లోకి వెళ్ళొచ్చు. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఫార్ములాస్ ఇన్ 2-dimensional. ఇంకా కొన్ని సమ్స్ కొన్ని ఫార్ములాస్ ఉన్నాయి, వాటిని సందర్భం బట్టి లేదంటే నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో వాటిని డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. నాగేష్ సార్,
సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఎనీ మోర్ డౌట్స్?
ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే వాళ్ళకి అడగమని చెప్పండి. ఇంకేమైనా అంటే
ప్లీజ్ ఆస్క్ యువర్ డౌట్స్, నాట్ ఓన్లీ దిస్ కాంటెంట్, ఎంటైర్ మీరు దేని మీద ఉన్నా కూడా సార్ని అడగొచ్చు. ఎందుకంటే సార్కు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, మీరు క్లారిఫికేషన్ ఇస్తారు. ప్లీజ్ ఆస్క్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్స్. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ సైడ్?